Okay, so you put all those together, in my view, we get sustainable business success. So if we can meet our commercial objectives, our community need and customer engagement, we are going to build a fantastic business. So the challenges here, as you know, in Indonesia, we touched on it earlier, it's a market currently with low sustainability awareness. And there's a very simple reason for that. If you don't have a lot of money, as a lot of Indonesians don't, you can't afford to worry about sustainability of the environment because you're just trying to survive. If you are more affluent, and I guess the guys all sitting here in your education, then you can care about the environment because wherever you spend your money can be a signal of what you will accept. So it stands that as the middle classes grow, as the country develops in its wealth, you will see a pro rata increase in sustainability awareness. It's happened in many places. So, what's next? IKEA sustainability commitment. We're going to be 2020 at least energy neutral. And we've got to represent that in Indonesia. And challenge also was a year and a half ago or just over, IKEA was a new entrant to the market. I guess maybe 5% put their hands up before. That means 95% you don't know who I am and what I do. You will when we finish here, but the fact is, when you come new to a market, it doesn't matter how good you are. You've got to start demonstrating to people what is your unique selling proposition. What is it? How do we educate Indonesia about IKEA? So this is important. So three things. We've got low market awareness on sustainability. We are committed to sustainability as a business. And the commercial objective is how do we get through the market launch? So, what do we do from a CSR perspective? Blue bag. That was a blue bag. It's iconic, it's famous the world around. You probably don't know what it is, but in IKEA, we choose not to give or sell disposable plastic bags. Why? Because it's not sustainable. So if I sold a plastic bag and then told you I was sustainable, you would think I was a fraud, wouldn't you? Now, whether I like it or not, these are one of the values that comes with IKEA. These are one of the things that make us different. I remember when I told my management team, I had this idea, we're not going to give away plastic bags. They were horrified. They thought I'd gone completely mad. This happens many times in the week when we talk to each other, but it's simple. You can't say one thing and do another. So the Indonesian management team's view of not giving disposable bags was, that's poor service, Mark. We're a service-led company. No, we're not going to do that. So then we had a bit of a discussion, and I said, okay, if we sell the plastic, I want to sell the blue bag, it's one of our products, but it's polypropylene, it can be reused. And for those of you who have travelled in many other countries, it's quite normal to take a reusable bag to the supermarket every time you go to the supermarket. Because we don't want to give away disposable bags. Why? Because they go to landfill and they're there for 20,000 years. And there are many of them all over the world. So we don't want to add to that, and we want people to get used to bringing their blue bag back. Also, we believe, it's blue and yellow by the way, it's a reminder of who IKEA is. So the compromise was, okay, I'm going to sell the blue bag, and every rupiah I make, I'm going to give it to Indonesia. How about that? So immediately my manager, they're cheering up a bit now, that's how we could probably sell that, Mark, yeah? So then I said, who gets it? Who gets it? So we went to UNICEF and we went to all the World Wildlife Fund, people like that, and everybody's doing the same sort of stuff. You talk about sustainability. Many people talk about planting trees, yeah? Just plant a tree, because that puts carbon dioxide in the air, it cleans the carbon dioxide, gives oxygen out, brilliant. But We like to do things differently. Why? Because people remember. So we got introduced to an NGO called Mercy Corps Indonesia, who's an American NGO specialising in water and sanitation. Because I'd heard that 60 million Indonesians don't have a toilet. Now the next thing I say about that is, I'm a Brit, I come from England. There are just over 60 million people live in the UK today. What if somebody stood up in the Houses of Parliament and said, Mr. Cameron, the nation doesn't have a toilet? I think Mr. Cameron would put a task force together and sort it immediately, wouldn't he? Yet we have 60 million people here and nobody's trying. Stunning, isn't it? So we reckon that if we can make a difference in water and sanitation, it would make a difference for creating a better everyday life for the many people. That's what we do. But you thought I was talking about selling furniture, didn't you? No, we're going to create a better everyday life for those people who can't even shop with me. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. That's why. And when customers understand that you have a heart and that you care, they make it their business to come to you because you're different and you're doing things the right way. So, Blue Bag is about septic tanks. Let me know what a septic tank is. Do you know what it contains? It's not very nice and it's not very sexy. I love septic tanks because it's different. Because nobody else is out there going, yeah, we've done septic tanks. They're planting trees, and that's fine. We need trees. But I love septic tanks because it demonstrates that we are a company that lives our values and are happy to take a challenge and deal with something that's almost hidden, but a real issue for Indonesians today. And as I say, within 500 metres of where I'm standing. Then we thought, well, we're on a roll now. We've got a great idea, and we went off and set this up and started selling the bags, and then we said, right, okay, what if Indonesian students, if we ran a competition and they could come up with their ideas of how to get access to clean water and sanitation in Jakarta? We thought that would be a good idea. So what we said was, right, we ran a competition, put it on a website, 10,000 hits. Basically, your idea is to get access to clean water and sanitation in Jakarta. So we made a competition. The winner received a master's degree program, fully funded, from Indonesia to go to Lund University. And Lund is the oldest university in Sweden, and actually happens to have facilities for water and sanitation. They do a master's in water and sanitation management. It's brilliant. So we paid for it, we paid for the flights, we paid for the education, we paid for the accommodation, we paid for food. So the winner was then sent, has been sent, Alisa, she had a program to harvest rainwater, to collect rainwater, and how that people could share rainwater. We then had a water forum. We're really on a roll now. We're getting really excited about sanitation. It's brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant. So when we decided we've got to convince the community that more people should know about this, and they too can copy us if they want to. We don't mind. We'd like to be first. We don't mind. And then we had a water forum. We explain what we're doing, what the issues are, what needs to be done, and encourage other businesses not to see CSR as charity. CSR is not charity. It is an integral part of your marketing campaign. It's not on the side of, it's integrated. It's part of who you are. Well, that's our view anyway. So the water forum was held to convince other people. And like I said, if you look very close, 500 metres, 1,000 metres from where you are, we actually looked 1,000 metres from the store in Alam Sutra and found a community of 1,000 people whose well had failed and was giving polluted water. We went out and dug a deep bore well in conjunction with the mayor of Tangerang and put in clean water for 1,000 people. They remember us now. I don't think they're going to shop with us anytime soon, but it's the right thing to do. So that's the blue bag. So the strategy. What do? I sell bookcases, remember? I know nothing about NGO. My Bahasa is not good enough, yeah? So I need to find people who are good at this. Mercy Corps are very good at this. This is what they do. But what they need is good partners and people with vision and some funding. So we found a good partner. Even with the best ideas, sometimes the local community don't really get it. Has anybody here been to Penjaringan in North Jakarta? Yep. Some people refer to it as a slum. But I hate that word. I tell you what it is. It's a place where underprivileged live, and it is their home. I don't let my guys use the word slum, because I think that's offensive. But it is a place with problems and challenges. And if the video works in a minute, you might get a better insight into that. If it doesn't, I'll talk you through it. So we've got to convince the local community. If you've been living in Penjaringan for 50 years, and to put it bluntly, open defecation is what you do, and some guy in a yellow shirt turns up and says, no, please go to the toilet. He's going to go, what? Do you know who you talk to? You talk to the mothers who are nursing infants, regularly losing children, dead, to waterborne, preventable diseases. The ladies listen to you. Okay, they don't think much of my yellow shirt, but they listen to me anyway, okay? That's how you engage. So you have to you might have the best idea in the world, but nobody listens to you, you'll get nowhere. Then we wanted customer engagement. We wanted our customers to engage with what we were doing. As the mayor of Tangerang said, I like it because Indonesians are helping Indonesians facilitated by IKEA. Why would we do that? Right thing to do. And then we need to manage key stakeholder engagement. You've got to start these projects, it's not a project, it's a small business. And involve our people, involve IKEA people. Because you know what, when they understand what they're doing, what we are doing, it's a sense of immense pride that a company of such great scale can get their general manager on a bus to go to Penjaringan and walk around and meet people. It's not everybody does that. So, results. We actually exceeded our expectations with regard to the commercial objectives. I'm a businessman, it's got to be commercial, yeah? Wow, what happened here? Now, CSR is a part of the marketing mix, so it's not everything. But I'll tell you what, any company coming into Indonesia needs to find innovative ways to communicate with its customers, because advertising costs, TV costs, page costs are very expensive. $100,000 for a full page in Compass. That's some of the most expensive full page I've seen anywhere in the world. So even if we had unlimited marketing funds, which we didn't, we needed to be smart. Remember Sweden? Remember hard times? Remember Ingvar scrabbling for a living? It's just the same today, except I'm wrestling with $100,000 for page and Compass, or do something different. So, sorry, you can't see that, but what that says is the sales expectation was beaten by 94%, index 194. That's almost double the sales we thought we were going to do in the first year. Profit, 110% above the plan, more than double what we thought we could do. And a PBIT of 9.1%. For those of you who aren't familiar with the retail industry, it's generally considered that a retail business running at 10% PBIT is world class. So I missed it. But it was the first full year, and I'm going to try and do it next year. We thought we were going to lose 8 million. Sorry, invest 8 million in the first period of stores. No, the business was in profit from year one. Very, very unusual. And top of mind awareness, which is a marketing statistic we use, which basically means you ask a random sample, name a furniture company. And if your name comes out first, you're top of mind awareness. So, Normally, in a first store in a new market, you'd get top line awareness between 3 and 5%. Our top of mind awareness, 11%. Now, this is not all due to CSR, but it's fueled by it, and I believe it's a major part of the success, and I'll go further to demonstrate why. Customer engagement. It's really important to us. If customers feel engaged, they will come back to you, they will return to you. We measure it at something called brand capital, which is a global survey, 47 markets, all the same questions. So every store is assessed in the same way. 67%, I think that is, of our customers told us that IKEA is a brand that they trust. Now, trust is important. That's compared to 56% in the IKEA average. 63% of our customers told we're a brand that has products that I love. And in the rest of the world, the average is 54%. 72% of our customers told us we were an admired brand, compared to 60% in the IKEA Global. And 79% of our customers told us a brand proud to be associated with, compared to global average 54%. And 82% said they would miss us already if we weren't there. So we've got a connection. And that 82% is against a global average of 62. These scores are all outstripping the average IKEA scores, and the store's been open a year, just 1 year. So, sustainability. We talked about that, didn't we? We measure sustainability as well in IKEA. We measure everything across all markets. And IKEA Indonesia was ranked #1 in the IKEA world in 6 out of the 7 categories of sustainability question. #1 in the world in 6 out of 7 sustainability measurements. First year of operation. So I think CSR has driven that one, because that is our way of expressing both our sustainability and our care for community. So how did that go then? I'll read that one. I think that one's 61% against 53. That was, do we treat our suppliers fairly? We don't like overtime. We don't like child labour. We won't buy from you if you do that. That's not okay, not ethical. 76% of those asked said that we care and support the local community. Global average 29%. I don't know what's happening anywhere else, but clearly 3 out of 4 people are saying, we know you help the community. And I didn't put it in the paper, I didn't advertise it. We communicated in the store. 76% of our customers believe that we treat our employees well. Global average 35%. 77% of our customers noticed we were committed to renewable energy. Global average 36. And respect human rights and children's interests. 77% of our customers say, yeah, you do respect human rights. You don't have child labour. You won't have forced overtime. You want low prices, but you won't do low price at any price. And that's a global average of 39%. Communicates in an open and transparent way, 78%, against global average 49%. And then a company that has ethical business practices, nearly 80% versus global average 40%.